everyone. Welcome. And today is a special day, so I wish all mothers a happy Mother's Day. Welcome again to the ECCB Children's Connection program. I am Rosemary Valdez Sweeney, and with me is my co-host
Alden Seaman. Happy Mother's Day to all mothers around the world in the Caribbean region.
Welcome and thank you, Alden. Have you ever heard of the word stock taking?
Yes, I've heard it many times.
Okay. And stock taking is the process of counting, making sure the items for sale in a business matches the amount the business owner has on the shelves. This practice helps businesses keep a proper check of what they have available to sell, and it also helps to reduce losses due to theft, damage, or misplaced goods. Let's take a quick break, and when we get back, we will discuss this very important word in detail.
Connecting the children of our ECCB region with good information and excellent mentoring. They started us early and making it easy to manage our money and make a real good living. They're linking the children with excellent mentoring. Connecting the children of our ECCB region with good information and excellent mentoring. They started us early and making it easy to manage our money and make a real good living. They're linking the children with excellent mentoring.
Welcome back, friends. And during the course of the program, we will ask you to call these numbers 1-800-327 to answer questions and receive fun prizes. 1-800-327-448-3281. So remember those numbers, and I will call it again. 1-800-327 and 448-3284. Sorry, 448-3284. On our previous program, we learned about the benefits of planning. Today, we will talk about stock taking and what businesses and individuals do when they engage in stock taking. Alden, first, let's start by spelling this big word for our listening audience.
STOCKTAKING, stock taking.
Thank you. Imagine you have a toy box at home. Sometimes you want to check how many cars or building blocks you have, just to make sure nothing is missing, or to see if you need more. That counting and checking of your toys is you being like the owner of a store, and you are stock taking. Alden, can you think of anything you have to check to make sure all is there?
Yes, my rabbits and my Lego sets.
Wow. People who work in shops, well, as you may be a farmer, or libraries do the same thing ever so often to have to count what they have on the shelves or in their farm or in the store to make sure they know where's to know what's there, what's missing, and what needs to be added. Alden, have you ever gone to a store or supermarket and see a sign on the door which says closed for stock taking?
No, not really, but I've heard my mother and my grandmother talk about it.
Okay. Well, what they are saying, that's exactly what happens when businesses close their doors for a few days from their customers. It's very difficult to sell the items in store or shop at the same time you are counting them. So, in order not to get mixed up or confused, business owners will close for a while to conduct this very important exercise of stock taking. Let's hear a little more about stock taking from our friend Tidy the Turtle. Alden, would you like to read this story to our boys and girls listening?
Yes, of course. Tidy's Toy Shop Surprise. Tidy the Turtle owned a little toy shop at the corner of Happy Street. He had the neatest shelves and the brightest toys you could imagine. Shiny robots, cuddly bears, bouncing balls, and building blocks of every color. One morning, Tidy looked around his shop and scratched his head. I wonder how many teddy bears I have left, or if anyone bought the last red robot, he said aloud. Just then, his friend Buzzy the Bee buzzed in. Why don't you count everything, Tidy? That way you'll know exactly what you have. Brilliant, Buzzy, Tidy smiled. I'll do a stock take. That means I'll count all the toys in my shop. He got out his notebook and made a list. 1 teddy bears, 2 bouncy balls, 3 toy robots, 4 puzzle sets. Tidy carefully counted each toy. 1, 2, 3, 8 teddy bears, he wrote. But when he got to the toy robots, he frowned. Oh no, I only have 1 red robot left. I should order more. By the end of the day, Tidy had counted everything. He knew exactly what toys he had, what he needed more of, and what was most popular. Now my toy shop is even tidier, he laughed. From that day on, Tidy did a stock take every week, and his shop stayed wonderfully organized.
Great. Did you enjoy that story? Alden, what lesson did you learn about stock taking?
When you stock taking keeps your business or organization in organized. When you do stock takes, you count how many items you have. You make sure if you have enough, you know what is most popular and you know what is not popular and you know what you need to buy more of.
Great. When stock taking is done regularly, it helps businesses to stay organized and ensure that they always have enough items to sell to their customers. If stock taking is not properly done, a shop stock can easily run out of items to sell. While stock taking is important for businesses, this principle can also be applied to our own individual lives. For example, if you are not performing well as you used to in school and your grades are going down, it is a good time to stop, check, and do some stock taking to get your grades back up to where they should be. Let's take a closer look at 4 ways we benefit from stock taking. The first benefit is self-awareness. Self-awareness is your ability to understand the things that make you who you are as an individual, including your personality, your actions, your values, beliefs, emotions, and thoughts. Alden, have you ever stopped to reflect on how you feel or some of the lessons you have learned in life?
Yes, I have. done it many times. I reflect on my grades and where they are and how they're going to get me to my dream job.
Okay. Now, stock taking helps children pause and reflect on what they have learned or how they are doing in certain areas like schoolwork, as you said, friendships, and hobbies. This helps to nurture feelings of emotions and a good understanding of yourself. Like you have a dream and you would like to achieve that. Alden, do you know how to ride a bike or play any kind of sports?
Yes, I know how to ride my bicycle and I am good at playing football.
Wow. When children take stock of where they are now, it becomes easier to think about what they want to be. For example, a child learning to ride a bike may first start off with training wheels to balance. But after a few weeks, when that child can balance, he or she would like to ride a bike without training wheels. That's what goal setting is all about, moving from one stage to the next. Let's look at a third benefit of stock taking. It helps persons to be responsible. Alden, let's say you were given a list of chores to do for the week, and your parents promised that your reward would be to attend your friend's birthday party on the weekend. However, by midweek Wednesday, you realize that you missed two of your important chores for Monday and Tuesday. What would you do?
I would do them. I would do the chores right away, including Wednesday. I would do them right away so I could continue the chores for the rest of the week.
Great. You're not going to procrastinate. You're going to do them right away. So stock taking helps children take responsibility and ownership for their actions and learning, especially when parents and teachers are there to guide them. Finally, stock taking helps to improve organizational skills. Just like Tidy and Turtle and other businessmen and women, when children take stock of their task, their belongings, or their schedule, they learn to plan better and manage their time and resources more effectively. In other words, stock taking helps you to be organized and stay organized. Now let's recap the 4 benefits of stock taking. 1, it builds self-awareness. 2, it encourages goal setting. 3, it fosters responsibility. And finally, it improves organizational skills. Let's take a quick break and we'll be right back with our fun quiz. Remember, our number to call will be 1-800-327 and 448-3284.
Connecting the children of our region with good information and excellent mentoring. They started us early and making it easy to manage our money and make a real living. They're linking the children with excellent mentoring.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's see if our friends remember what we learned today about stock taking. Please call us at telephone number 1-800-327 or 448-3284 for a chance to win some fun prizes. All you have to do is be the first to answer one of the questions correctly. At this time, our co-host Alden shall read the questions. You will call in and inform us of which question you would like to answer.
Question number 1. True or false? Stock taking is taking some stock out of your house and giving them away to your friends. Number 2. What toy did Tidy the Turtle need to order when he did his stock taking? Number 3. True or false? Stock taking is important for children as well as business owners. Number 4. Self-awareness is one of the benefits of stock taking. True or false? Spell the word stock taking.
And we are waiting your call, 1-800-327 or 448-3284. Let's have Alden read the questions over.
Number 1. True or false? Stock taking is taking some stock out of your house and giving them away to your friends. Number 2. What toy did Tidy the Turtle need to order when he did his stock taking? Number 3. True or false? Stock taking is important for children as well as business owners. Number 4. True or false? Self-awareness is one of the benefits of stock taking. Number 5. Spell the word stock taking.
We are waiting on you to give us a call. Please give us a call. Let your mother feel proud that you will listen in and answer a question correctly, and you receive a fun prize. Alden, can you spell the word stock taking? This is question number 5.
Yes, I can. STOCKTAKING. Stock taking.
All right. So stock taking. And we learned that stock taking is taking stock. So could you read question 1 to 4? Let us see if someone will answer and get that fun prize.
True or false? Stock taking is taking some stock out of your house and giving them away to your friends. Number 1. Number 2. What toy did Tidy the Turtle need to order when he did his stock taking? Number 2. Number 3. True or false? Stock taking is important for children as well as business owners. Number 4. True. Self-awareness is one of the benefits of stock taking. True or false?
Alden, since no one answered, can you give us the answers, please?
For number 1, it is false. You don't take some of your stock out of your house and give them to your friends. Number 2, in the story Tidy the Turtle's Shop Surprise, the toy that he needed to order was a red robot. Stock taking is important for children as well as business owners, which is true. Self-awareness is one of the benefits of stock taking, which is true.
Thank you so much, Alden, and you missed that prize. So at our next session, I hope you're able to call in to win some fun prizes. And at this time, we are going to have our session with Oliver.
Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to my treehouse. It's time for another wise word for today. Our word is resilient. What does this big word mean? When a person is resilient, that person is able to have personal control over their behavior and attitude in spite of challenging circumstances that may happen to them in life. What would you do if you were stranded on a deserted island and after building up a nice little hut for you to shelter, a storm came and blew it all down? Would you cry all day and blame the storm, or would you find a way to build a stronger hut? In this example, a resilient person would pick up the pieces and start building again. Being resilient has a lot to do with a positive attitude to life, even though bad things may happen. This is Oliver, and I approve this message. Now, back to your host.
Thank you, Oliver, for introducing our wise word for today. Alden, can you spell the word resilient for our friends?
Yes, I can. Of course. RESILIENT. Resilient.
Could you spell it again?
Yes, of course. RESILIENT. Resilient.
Great. Now, what do you understand about this word from what Oliver said? Oliver.
What I understand by what Oliver said about resilient is that even if your day is going back or something bad happens, you can still try to have a good day for the rest of the day.
Great.
Just bounce back up.
All right. Now, being resilient means you don't give up. You bounce back up even when something is hard. Alden, you know when you drop a bouncy ball, it hits the ground but doesn't stay there. It bounces back up, like you said. That is what being resilient is like, and you know that very well. Sometimes we fall down or have a bad day, but we try again and keep on going. If you are learning to tie your shoelaces and it's tricky, you keep on trying until you get it.
That's being resilient.
All right. If your tower of blocks fall down and you build it again.
That's resilience.
Okay. So if you feel sad because your team did not win the game, but you still try your best next time.
That's being resilient too.
Okay, so we know resiliency is not giving up. We try, and there's a little saying, if at first you don't succeed, you try, and you try again. So today we learned about stock taking, we learned about resiliency. And stock taking can help us to be resilient, because when we keep stock of where we are, what we are doing, where we are going wrong, what we can do right, what happens?
That's resilient.
We take measures to ensure that we do it right and we get it right. It is saying that get it right the first time is good. But as our lesson shows, sometimes we do not always get it right. But that's not an excuse to give up. That is something to push us forward to try, and try again. Because as I said, if at first you don't succeed, you try, and you try again. And sometimes we have done it so wrong. When we come to do it, we just say, oh, that's what I was missing. And we realize that we could have done it all the time. So we are not going to give up on ourselves. Instead, we are going to remain resilient. At this time, we have come to the end of another ECCB Children's Connection program. And we are happy that you joined us today on this special day, Mother's Day. I will once again say special Mother's Day to all mothers, the godmothers, the sisters' mothers, and even our island, our Dominica is our motherland. So I'm saying happy Mother's Day to Dominica.
Happy Mother's Day again to everybody that is a mother.
Right. And so until we meet again, I am your host, Rosemary Valdez Sweeney.
And I am your co-host, Alden Seaman.
All right. Let's talk again soon. But until then, remember to do some stock taking every once in a while. Probably every week you do a stock taking. More so you, the children who are going to be doing your exams, Go over your exams. Ensure that you are ready because you have the information there. Just get it out and be resilient when you encounter setbacks. You may not remember the first time, but if you continue going over your work, you'll realize you knew it all along. It was just not coming to mind. And always remember to
Stay
connected.